Day 2 in our search for Georgia Ann Clock Smith. Things are definitely different with this case. We're working with what some would say is overwhelmingly foul play scenario. And let's clear the 2 here on the Minnesota side. If we come up empty-handed, we're on the Wisconsin side to continue to the cabin. If we find a vehicle in here, it's Georgia's vehicle. Day 2 in our search for Georgia Ann Clock Smith. Kimberly Culp, the daughter of Georgia Ann Clock Smith. If you guys have not yet seen Day 1 to this episode, please stop what you're doing right now. Get caught up. We're here at Taylor Falls. So the significance in tying this into our search is one, this could have been a route your mother would have came past on her trip to Wisconsin, which we can theorize she may have vanished during that trip. Or before, if we were discussing foul play. But also another tie is your brother. And tying that into here. This being a spot your brother was also, I'm not gonna say infatuated with, but he liked this spot. He liked this area, him and his wife did, right?
They camped here too, and they brought my mom here to camp. But when my brother was dying of Alzheimer's after my mom disappeared, we were going on 8, and as we were passing the park right over there, my brother pointed and said that his girlfriend would bring him there and they would sit for hours in the woods and stuff, and they would come here all the time.
We know that the water on the other side of the falls here is really deep. Behind us it's shallow, it's the falls area, it's running over rocks, but we have multiple parks here. So what we're dealing with, if you guys haven't seen it in episode 1, is potential foul play. Unfortunately, your brother and his wife are suspected by you and your family. So your brother making statements to this area, this has weighed heavy on your heart. And like I told you yesterday, we're here as a service for your family. And at the very least I can do is relieve burdens from your heart, either by finding your mom or by giving you locations you no longer have to worry about. And that's our mission for today. That's what we're gonna set out to do. And we're gonna knock it out of the park, you know, and speaking of knocking it out of the park, there's several parks here. We're gonna be bouncing back from Wisconsin to Minnesota, and we're gonna rule out this entire area. Whatever's here, we're gonna rule it out. If we're able to rule this entire area out really quickly, Nick and I were talking, what do you wanna do from there?
I think it would make sense after this, if we rule this area out, to work our way back towards the cabin. That way, you know, we can cover as many bases as possible with the time we have and the resources we have on site.
Since we're already halfway to the cabin, we'll take the extra halfway and see what we can do along that route. I know your mom was a back roads driver. She didn't like the main roads, but we can sit down, we can look at the routes and choose the one we think was most feasible for her to take from here. I think we're in an accurate spot. I'm really optimistic about everything we're gonna do today. Let's get right to it.
Let's find her.
For families who have all but given up on finding their loved ones, this team is a last hope. Civilian divers cracking cold cases for free.
I say we come back out of here, we go down to Interstate Park.
Is that across the bridge then? Or over?
No, it's back here on the Minnesota side.
Okay.
And let's clear the 2 here on the Minnesota side before we go over into Wisconsin.
Okay.
That way when we go over into Wisconsin, if we come up empty-handed, we're on the Wisconsin side to continue to the cabin.
Sure. Okay.
So let's do the Interstate Park here, and then we'll head over to Lions Park. Yep.
good?
Yep, we're good. Thank you, sir.
Good luck.
Four feet right here where we're at.
Okay, looking at the tree.
Three feet.
3 feet. 3 feet.
Tree, tree, tree.
It's super shallow over here because I could tell, you could see the sandbar on the Google Earth.
Yeah. I want to go over there, but I know it's shallow. There's just
We're not
we
even
need to go. I want to see if we can scan up though to the ferry where the ferry is. Big trees in here. Only 3 feet deep.
What about? Is it just getting tangled in the dirt and stuff?
Yeah.
We might have to use the oars. We're in super shallow water right here. We had to pull the sonars up and the motor because we're just plowing through the bottom of the riverbed right now. Trying to get us out into some deeper water. As you can see the bottom right there. It's getting a little deeper. You can drop it down now. You're good.
Three feet deep. That's crazy, like how shallow it is. So we've confirmed what we suspected, that it's shallow.
Yeah.
But confirming is part of what we do. Assuming and confirming are two different things. We confirmed it. On to the next. We're going to take our search up over into Lions Park and go from there. So what this does is it's going to put us above the dam. And there's two boat ramps. So we have Lions Public Park boat ramp, and then we also have Wild River Marina. But because Wild River Marina is downstream from Lions, we're gonna put in at Wild River Marina and scan up. Scanning up is critical. Scanning against the current is critical. And then when we get up to Lions, we can just let the current take us back down to Wild Marina.
Sounds good.
It's the path of least resistance and most efficiency. What makes this location so pertinent to our investigation today is the fact that we are now above the dam on the St. Croix River. We're on the Wisconsin side as well. What we should have here is more depth. We also have heard a rumor of there being a car in here, a really old car. So we're gonna scan this. We're gonna work to the other boat ramp. There's a private boat ramp down there. We're gonna scan down to that and then come work our way back up. 4 feet already. This is good.
Yep.
This is real good. 5 feet, 8 feet. Nine feet. Really clean bottom.
It's deeper back there.
There's a boat ramp behind us on the Minnesota side. We're gonna scan as well.
Yep.
9 feet still. So we're working with plenty deep enough water. Plus we know we're above the dam. So this should stay at pool pretty consistently. There's not really a reason for this to drop a whole lot. We're 20 feet right here on this side.
Oh wow.
This is perfect. We're gonna find a car. I can feel it. I know we're gonna find a car. We're at 20 feet deep, boat ramp right here on the Minnesota side. We're on the St. Croix River. We got Wisconsin on that side.
lot of bubbles coming up down there.
A lot of what?
Bubbles
Where?
coming up from the bottom for some reason. What is that off there? Is that rock? That's rock. 19 feet still. 11 feet. Drop off right here, so we want to scan really close to that drop off, scan out. 12 feet deep right here. Bunch of rock formation there. Now we're at 5 feet, 3 feet. Okay, 2 feet. See the edge of the boat ramp. Beautiful, beautiful. We're at 10 feet. You see that go by there?
Yep.
That's the boat ramp we just passed. You can see everything. Nothing's hiding from us. Really easy scan. We're gonna scan upstream just a little, although when you put something in it, it's not gonna come upstream. Things are definitely different with this case. We're working with what some would say is overwhelmingly foul play scenario. Anytime we're dealing with a foul play scenario, we are working with someone who has gone out of their way to hide something, not from us, but from anyone from finding it. There's extra challenges involved in that. If we want to speculate that this is indeed foul play, there's a high likelihood the vehicle could not be underwater. It could have been scrapped, could have been buried. There's a lot of different scenarios that come into play as far as disposing of a vehicle. You know, who knows what type of help they may have had. I see a lot of good from what we're doing, you know, ruling these places out. It's got to be a haunting feeling to drive past a location and to think that your mom could be there.
Another boat ramp here, 9 feet. There's a potential that you can go in here.
Very clean.
Yeah.
Scan down some though. This is a bummer, man. I really felt as though we were gonna find a car here. Big old tree over there to the right. A couple trees to the left.
Oh God! What did we hit? We ran over something.
Loch Ness Monster.
Jeez.
It's a big tree.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can see it sticking up on down imaging.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's right there. You can see it sticking out. I didn't even see it.
I didn't either.
Too busy looking down.
I know.
Oh, looks like we're going on a road trip.
No, we didn't see any cars. It is deep enough that there could be a car in here. So since we put in and we were already in, not being that it's likely, we went ahead and did a big loop, just in case, you know, there's something along the banks there and there's a possibility of a car making it in from any location. And didn't see any cars. It's pretty clean.
Question. As far as the cabin is concerned, do you guys still own the cabin?
My nephew does.
Okay, all right, and we'll need the address. Before we do that though, we have to go down to the other park, lower down. On satellite, it does look really shallow, but we have to go there to confirm. We're not assuming, again, you know, we have to confirm.
Basically 9 feet. And then it only gets shallower from there. The Taylor Falls Princess is staying on the far side of the river there because that's the deepest spot. The rest of this is super shallow. Yeah, 8.1 feet. So we're pretty shallow.
Let's get the boat in. Get the boat in. So Nick just put in the sonar ball and was able to determine it's roughly about 8 feet deep. That's more than enough to conceal a vehicle that we're looking for, especially a vehicle that's been in here for 23 years. I would suspect at least 2 feet of the vehicle to be buried in, and if not, the rest of the vehicle have created a debris pile over it. This is our last location in the falls area. 4 feet. Bunch of trees right here. All right. 7 feet, 8 feet, 9 feet, 10.
That's where we were earlier.
Okay, we got a big old tree out there. Big fish. Big, big, big fish. We got cliffs over here. Let's go find this car. 18 feet. 19. Got some rocks coming up. 20 feet right here. But we are on the other side of this little neck. It might get deeper. I'll come back up 16 feet. Big fish.
Oh, damn it.
Yeah, you see those fish? Big boulders, 22 feet deep right over here.
See, I told you, below these cliffs, it's even gonna be deeper over there. Well, could be about the same.
Logs, logs, logs. Trees.
Waterlogged logs.
Trees. All that.
22. We're scanning both sides. Ferry's already on its way back to us.
12 feet deep, so it's getting shallower as we approach the falls over here.
It's gonna get super deep in that narrow channel.
Just because we're here, we're gonna...
Yeah, we might as well go all the way up to that channel.
We're gonna scan.
27 feet.
Yeah, I'm coming out in the middle now. 30 feet.
40 feet. Oh, that's right. It did say somewhere along there it gets 100 feet. That could be in that narrow channel.
Is there a car right here where Amy said there would not be? Lots of rock. No car yet. As rocky as it is, I can tell that nothing is getting buried. Yeah, you're just not getting a car in here.
It's gonna get deep here real quick.
Huh?
We're gonna hit 50 feet.
27 feet, 29, 32, 34, 35, 37, 42, 44, 45.
Ooh, am I gonna be right? 48.
48.
9. Yes.
50.
I called it.
50 feet deep. 51.
It's tapering off.
Waiting for that ferry to come around that corner there.
I know.
15 feet. 14 feet. So if a car came in, it's not gonna be up anymore. I can't go anymore because we gotta flip around. And if I go anymore, we're not gonna be able to flip around without getting turned over. Nothing, just scan this area down here. Go from there, make our way up to the cabin. Nothing. We're headed to the cabin right now. We're gonna check from here to the cabin and look for all of the different possible accident scenarios along the way. You know, making this drive from here up to the cabin is pretty deep. We're retracing we are theorizing her last known moments. And she was trying to get to this cabin for 4th of July weekend, to spend that weekend with her family. So it's really, really a lot of emotions, a lot of thoughts going through my head right
now. We just stopped here at this pond that we saw on the side of the road on our way to the cabin. We're gonna cast in a sonar ball just to see how deep it is, see if, kind of scope it out, see if there's a potential that a car could end up making it in here. And if not, we'll keep going, and if so, we might take the boat out and scope it out. So we got the drone in the air looking that way, and I'm gonna check the depth with this sonar ball. Yeah, it's only 5 feet deep out there, 5.5 feet deep. So, pretty shallow. Okay.
Let's check over here.
Okay.
It's a prime location. Highway, no fence, no guardrail, very little obstacles at all to prevent the vehicle from coming in here. This is a good location as far as being possible for a vehicle to be in here if it's deep enough. Right out there where he threw that. A vehicle's not going to make it any further out. This is a lake. There's no current to take a vehicle, to move a vehicle. As you can see, we're right here off the edge of the road. Nothing to stop a vehicle coming in, just like this car coming past here. If somebody falls asleep, distracted, or if they run off the road for whatever reason, right in.
Check the other one over there with me.
I can see that one's shallow.
Yeah, this one's about 5.5 feet, even out farther than where you could get a car.
About to pull up to the cabin now.
Now, does somebody live here full time?
Yeah, her nephew.
Is this right there? There, and this is my mom's house, my nephews. They're coming up, they're coming.
Hold on, Carson, stay back a little bit. So we've arrived here in Manong, where the family cabin is that Georgia was headed to celebrate with her families for that 4th of July weekend. We just showed up to the cabin, still owned by family. We were refused access to their land. So we've launched over here from a side boat ramp. We're then gonna go around the peninsula and scan the back of the property there, because you're not gonna refuse me access. I'm gonna get access one way or another. So we found access on a side boat ramp, and we're working our way around the peninsula now to the back of where the cabin is, where we were refused access. Right here where we're at is 12 feet, 13 feet deep, 7 feet deep, 6 feet deep here off the shore. Really clear water. So we're looking for a vehicle. We're looking for a 1984 Mercedes. In a second, we're gonna be coming up behind the cabin where if there's a vehicle, we're gonna find it. And if we find a vehicle in here, it's George's vehicle. I mean, you can just see the bottom, man. Sucks. We're coming up on the cabin right now. So we're coming up on the cabin. And it's like 8 inches all the way out. I mean, it drops off once you get out, but you can't get a car past something so shallow. And I mean, you can just look, you can see everything in the water. This is what I could see on satellite, is pretty much what is the bottom of everything. She never made it up here. Overwhelmingly, the common denominator throughout all of our search over the last 48 hours is shallow, shallow, shallow. Here at our last location, just 8 inches off the boat ramp. The same thing behind the cabin we were refused access to. Plus the cabin has a cliff and then probably about 30 yards of shoreline. Plus the water there at the edge is extremely shallow. You can walk right out. Just shallow. Everything has been shallow here in Wisconsin and also Minnesota with all our searches. What happened to Georgia? What happened to Georgia? Well, if it's any peace of mind to you, obviously it's shallow there, but they saw me. They were there.
Oh, they did?
Yes, they knew that did not deter us. We didn't speak to each other, but they saw us. So
I would just like to thank Adventures with Purpose. They've been with us for 2 days searching for my mom. They're unbelievable. They've given me hope, and I just want to say somebody knows something. She didn't just disappear without anyone knowing something. If you know anything, the slightest, reach out either to Adventures with Purpose on their YouTube or Facebook page, or contact the Champlain Police in Minnesota. You can help them out by liking all their videos, which you'll cry like I did for the other families that are searching for their loved ones. And you can also be a member, be part of this team. I'm a part of this team now, and this is so important. There's too many people out there that are missing that haven't gotten the answers, and we need to find them. And please, if you know something, please tell us. Thank you.